Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to speak to those who feel like the weight of the world has anchored them to the ground. To the ones who have asked themselves in the silence of the night, is this it? Is there any reason to try again? I want you to know this moment right here is not the end of your story. You see, life has a peculiar way of testing us. Sometimes the struggles feel relentless. You get knocked down, and before you can even get back on your feet, another wave comes crashing in. But let me tell you something that's as true as the rising sun. Every storm has a purpose. Yes, you've been hit, you've been bruised, you've been tested. But let me remind you of something. Diamonds are made under pressure. The most resilient trees grow against the harshest winds, and you, my friend, are not here by accident. There's a reason you're still standing, even if barely. Now let's talk about this feeling of hopelessness, that inner voice whispering, give up. That's not you. That's fear. And fear is a liar. It thrives in the shadows of uncertainty. It feeds off your doubts, but here's the truth. Fear cannot coexist with faith. And faith, my friends, is your greatest weapon. Some of you might be thinking, but I've tried and I failed. Again and again, what's the point? Let me tell you a story. You know Thomas Edison, the man who gave us the light bulb? He failed 1,000 times before he succeeded. When asked about it, he said, I didn't fail. I just found 1,000 ways that didn't work. Imagine if he had stopped at failure number 999. You see, failure isn't the end. It's a step, it's a lesson, it's a redirection. It's life's way of saying not yet, but soon. Now, I'm going to ask you something uncomfortable. What are you looking at? I'm not talking about your phone screen or the walls of this room. I mean, where's your focus? Because what you focus on grows? Are you staring at the problem, the failure, the rejection, or are you searching for the opportunity, the lesson, the growth? Look around you right now in this very moment. There is someone, a spark that has the power to reignite your fire. Maybe it's a friend who believes in you when you can't believe in yourself. Maybe it's a talent you've buried under the rubble of doubt. Maybe it's a memory of a time when you felt unstoppable. Whatever it is, find it. Hold on to it. Let it pull you back up. And if you're sitting there thinking, but I've lost everything, let me tell you this, God's timing is perfect. You may not understand it now, but every delay, every detour, every heartbreak is setting you up for something greater. You're being prepared for a blessing that you can't even imagine yet. Now listen to me, the road ahead isn't going to be easy. There will be days when you'll want to quit, days when the doubts will creep back in. But on those days, I want you to remember this, you are stronger than you think. You have more in you than you realize. And the only way you lose is if you stop moving forward. Take it step by step. Maybe you can't run right now, that's okay, walk. Maybe you can't walk, crawl. But whatever you do, don't stop. Don't let the fear, the pain, or the uncertainty win. Keep going. And while you're on this journey, don't forget to look up. Yes, look up. Because when you do, you'll realize that you're not alone. You've got a God who sees you, who knows your struggles, and who's walking with you every step of the way. His plans for you are greater than you could ever dream. So tonight I'm asking you to make a choice. Choose hope. Choose faith. Choose to believe that your story isn't over. Because it's not. The next chapter is waiting, and I promise you it's going to be worth it. Now I want you to close your eyes for a moment. Think about what you want. Not what you're afraid of. Not what you've lost. But what you truly deeply want. Picture it, feel it. See yourself achieving it. That vision, that's your future calling. And it's closer than you think. Every moment of struggle, every tear you've shed, and every obstacle you face is leading you somewhere. Imagine a sculptor chiseling away at a block of marble. To the untrained eye, it looks like destruction, like breaking. But to the sculptor, every strike is intentional. Every chip removed is part of revealing the masterpiece hidden within. You are that masterpiece. And life, with all its trials, is your sculptor. When you're standing in the middle of your storm, it's hard to see beyond the chaos. It's hard to imagine that the rain will stop, that the clouds will part, and the sun will shine again. But let me remind you of something. No storm lasts forever. It may feel endless, but it's not. And when it passes, you'll find that the storm didn't destroy you, it prepared you. It made you stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Think about the people who inspire you, the ones who overcame unimaginable odds to achieve greatness. Do you think their journey was smooth? Do you think they never faced moments of doubt, fear, or failure? Of course not. What sets them apart is their refusal to give up. They saw failure not as a wall, but as a hurdle. Not as an end, but as a beginning. Take Oprah Winfrey, for example. She was told she wasn't fit for television. She faced rejection after rejection. But did she stop? No. She persevered, and today she's one of the most influential people in the world. Or consider J.K. Rowling, who faced countless rejections before a publisher finally took a chance on her story about a boy wizard. Imagine if she had given up. The world would have missed out on something extraordinary. These stories aren't just exceptions, they are reminders. Reminders that failure is not final, that rejection is not fatal, and that perseverance can turn the impossible into the inevitable. Let's bring this closer to home. Think about your own life. Think about the moments when you thought you couldn't go on, but somehow you did. Think about the times you were certain you'd break, but instead you bent. Those moments are proof of your strength, proof that you are capable of more than you realize. Now, I want to challenge you. I want to challenge you to see your current struggles as opportunities. Opportunities to grow, to learn, to become the person you were meant to be. It's not easy, I know. It takes courage to face your fears, to confront your doubts, and to keep moving forward when every part of you wants to stop. But I promise you, it's worth it. And as you move forward, remember this, you don't have to do it alone. Lean on the people who care about you. Seek out those who inspire you. Surround yourself with those who lift you up. And most importantly, trust in the plan that's been laid out for you. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be, even if it doesn't feel like it right now. Life is a journey, not a destination. And the journey is where the magic happens. It's where you grow, where you learn, and where you discover who you truly are. So embrace the journey. Embrace the highs and the lows, the triumphs and the trials, because every step you take, no matter how small, is a step toward becoming the person you were created to be. So rise up, dust yourself off, and take that first step, because the world needs you. Your family needs you, you need you. And I promise you, when you look back on this moment, you'll realize it wasn't the end. It was the beginning of something extraordinary. Thank you. May God bless you on your journey.